Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Groupers offense will take the field first. And David... back hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Groupers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Troy's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Groupers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Trojans need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Taylor. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the cover...
Lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a...
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's got 42 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Sheffield. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the groupers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Dances away to buy time. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you...
Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He fires one deep over the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Parrish. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. All the way down to the 11 before he goes out of bounds, and this offense strikes quickly. quickly. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he...
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
14, Troy, 0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Looking for a man, it's Crowder. This is when the pressure can ramp, and it's his 4th interception of the night. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run the draw. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The groupers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quick toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, groupers. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Off play action on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the catch down the right side. There he goes. He's at the tip, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Troy.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Quarterback on the keeper. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Shakes off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. And the groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The groupers will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Swings it out to the flat. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, groupers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Connor. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there, makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He's going for the goal line. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll go to the ground. He's up to 51 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today.
And the groupers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Set to kick it off.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Troy. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Did the work himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the left side. Fighting off the defender. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, groupers.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
35, Troy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go! Let's go! Football 7! Football 7!
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
This time it's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On the direct snap, it's Dortch. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Dortch. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. The option look. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, groupers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Complete. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Snap in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. 32. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here comes the option. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. This game has been wildly entertaining. As we take a second to catch our breath, let's have a look at the game summary. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Once for the tackle. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. Off and running. Touchdown, Troy. And the comeback is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the groupers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Across the 45. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Sheffield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Pressure coming. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Got it in the middle. It's Higgins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Finds his man. It's Higgins. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grab behind the line. It's Lovett. Touchdown, Trojans! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Peterson. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Leaves it with the back. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Goes to the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Sheffield. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Timeout.
To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one instead. It's 2nd down. Wants to pass the clock, an enemy. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is.
Fires one high and deep. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the